Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Have you ever wondered how you could tell if someone is toxic? While we'd like to think the best of people and approach each new person with an open mind, it's important to be able to spot toxic people fast. After all, you don't want to waste time on people who are only going to bring you down. So to help you out, here are 10 ways to spot a toxic person in the first 60 seconds. Number 1. They talk too much, and only about themselves. Do they talk for a long time without pausing to ask you any questions or show interest in your opinion? This can be a sign that they're not really interested in getting to know you and instead just want to dominate the conversation by talking about their own thoughts and experiences. While some people may be naturally more talkative than others, there's a distinct difference between someone who talks a lot but still asks questions and listens versus someone who just dominates the conversation and never asks anything about you. Number 2. They use backhanded compliments. Are they praising you while insulting you? A backhanded compliment is basically a disguised insult. It's when someone uses what seems to be a compliment to subtly insult or put down another person. For example, someone might say something like, "Oh wow, you look so naturally attractive today," which implies that they usually look unattractive, because even though it's supposed to be a compliment, it also carries a strong undertone of criticism. And this is one way to tell that someone might be toxic, because it shows that they either lack social skills and aren't aware of how their words might come off, or that they simply try and make you feel bad. Number 3. They always have something negative to say. Is everything they say a complaint or a criticism? This is another telltale sign of a toxic person. You see, while it's normal to complain about things from time to time, if it's all they ever do, then it's a problem. This is because people like this always find a reason to criticize or complain about everything, no matter how happy or positive of an occasion it is. In fact, they usually make it their mission to point out what's wrong with any plans or ideas you have and shoot them down before they get anywhere. Number 4. You feel tense around them. Does your gut reaction to being around them tell you something? How do you feel around them? Do you feel tense, uncomfortable, drained, or exhausted? If so, this could mean that their presence is causing you stress. And while it's not always easy to detect the signs of a toxic person, your gut reaction to them is a big clue. After all, it's hard to miss a red flag the size of a building. So if you feel uneasy or tense around them, there's probably a good reason for it. Number 5. They interrupt you often. Do they interrupt you when you're talking, or do they seem eager to jump into the next topic without letting you finish? If so, this shows that they're not listening and don't care to hear what you have to say. Instead, they're only focused on themselves and dominating the conversation, because if they cared about what you had to say, they would at least make an effort to listen and let you speak. Number 6. They are always the victim. Does every story they tell paint them as the victim who did nothing wrong? Everyone makes mistakes, and sometimes we even hurt people unintentionally. But how we handle these situations matters. A truly empathetic person will take responsibility for their actions and apologize when they mess up. They'll also listen to how the other person feels and try to make amends. But a toxic person refuses to ever admit when they're wrong, and they always have to be the victim of every situation. So if they tell stories where they're always the victim and no one else is ever at fault, this is definitely a red flag. Number 7. They are subtly arrogant. Do they brag a lot or act superior to everyone else? Subtle arrogance is when someone behaves as if they're better than everyone else, but tries to disguise it so it doesn't seem obvious. This is different from regular arrogance, which is usually over the top and very obvious. Subtle arrogance is more difficult to spot because it's hidden under a layer of humility. However, if you pay close attention, you can usually pick up on it. Some examples include constantly bringing up their accomplishments or education, a CTNG condescending towards people, or talking down about other people to make themselves look better. Number 8. Their body language towards you is disrespectful. Do they roll their eyes, smirk, or use other dismissive gestures when talking to you? This is another sure sign that they're being disrespectful. Remember, it's not always what people say, but also how they say it. And their body language can reveal a lot about how they really feel. Dismissive body language such as eye rolling, smirking, or yawning when someone is speaking shows that they're not paying attention, or that they do uncare what the other person has to say. Number 9. They are quick to judge or insult others. Do they insult or gossip about others right away? Normally, people who are toxic won't waste time hiding their true colors. In fact, they'll usually show their true colors right away. One way this manifests is through insulting or gossiping about others. This is because people like this have no issue with saying whatever is on their mind, even if it's hurtful or damaging to others. And number 10, they test your boundaries. Do they make jokes or comments that cross personal lines? This is another common behavior among toxic people, especially those who are the more malicious type. They tend to push people's buttons just to see what will happen. They'll often make jokes about sensitive topics or cross personal boundaries just to see how far they can go. So if they joke about things they know will upset you or push your emotional buttons, this is a clear sign that they're trying to test your boundaries and may be toxic. So have you met anyone like this? Let us know in the comments below if you found this video helpful. Be sure to like, subscribe and share this video with those who might benefit from it. The references and studies used in this video are added in the description below. Thanks for watching and see you in our next video.